the moment. This may be one jolt too many by now. But as things stand, Donald Trump will be whisked away from what's now called Joint Base Andrews, which used to be an Air Force base in suburban Maryland, and then to his new home in Florida, where he becomes Donald Trump, private citizen, subject to all kinds of lawsuits and tribulations in his future. And in the meantime, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will take their respective oaths of office in front of a crowd which will largely be security people and people watching on television or through the internet, and not, for the most part, on the mall that runs down from the Capitol building toward the Smithsonian, as has been the case for years and years and years. And that, of course, is a function of what happened on January 6th, which, if your listeners remember, was the mob attack on the Capitol building, egged on, incited, encouraged by Donald Trump and his associates. That was a body blow to political history in the United States, and the resulting uproar has meant that there are now several tens of thousands of National Guard called into active duty service, police from all kinds of places, and it will be well guarded, but there aren't going to be huge crowds, and the parade that is usual as well is apparently largely a virtual reality parade. So I guess we're going to miss the what has become traditional since Jimmy Carter's time of president, vice president, first lady, and spouse of the vice president walking from the Capitol, or part of the way from the Capitol to the White House. So that's always kind of an exciting moment to see, but we may not see it.
Yes. Now, also, Brooks, as you mentioned, the body blow to the United States of America, and also in terms of how the soul of the United States of America has been damaged. The key question here is restoring it. And at this point in time, obviously, Joe Biden inheriting quite a mess. And the question is, does he have a plan to fix the mess?
Well, I mean, he obviously has plans. There are obviously all manner of plans, but events are in some ways more important. Events as they are may be more important than the plans that are in the mind or on paper or even in the actual planning stages, because it's no secret that the country faces the astonishing effects of the COVID pandemic. We're now just a hair under 400,000 deaths directly attributable to it. The economy is still in a horror state. Unemployment continues in its effects. The number of people filing for unemployment compensation continues to grow. And the respect that the country has long had with its traditional allies is it something approaching a low ebb as well. So there's vast room for improvement. There's vast room for things to do, but it's some of this, of course, depends on getting the Biden administration team actually in office. None of the cabinet appointments have yet been vetted, that is, advised and consented by the Senate, although some will soon. That has become easier because the Democrats now control the Senate by the enormous majority of one vote, and that one vote is Kamala Harris's vote as the vice president and president of the Senate. The cabinet appointments will largely then go through, but it takes some time. There has to be a hearing, there has to be a committee hearing, then there has to be a vote, then there has to be a vote by the full Senate. And none of this happens in a heartbeat. And there is competition for that, plus the actual plans, the stimulus package, and anything else, with the looming question of whether or not the Senate is going to have its trial of Donald Trump, even though he will no longer have been president by the time they get to it. So we're not really ready for the calm, quiet, dull, sit by the fireplace and stroke the cat moment.
Well, Brooks, let's see what happens. And obviously, we know that this is going to be a muted celebration. But yes, when Joe Biden takes office, it's going to be interesting times once again in the United States of America. But as always, we thank you for your time. Please take care and be safe.
We'll talk soon, and you be safe as well, and to all your listeners.
Brooks Spector joining us this morning ahead of the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden.
Osman's Taj Mahal Spice and Rice. For over 80 years, Osman's Taj Mahal have been perfecting the art of the perfect blend of spices, pure, aromatic, and well-seasoned.